one person that I feel like, if we're going to talk about ambition, if we're going to talk about Attack on Titan, we gotta talk about Erwin. We gotta talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Erwin. Because I've never seen a man would resolve this much just to know the truth.
And he died within arm's distance of it. You know what I'm saying?
Son.
Yeah, Erwin Smith, there's a couple of videos about him that's floating online.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what Sage's Reign was able to do with talk about Erwin Smith, as well as Alexander.
Okay.
So I would recommend you check that out. But Erwin Smith, like, I think he wanted more than anything vindication. Is that the right word?
Vindication.
So, you know how we had a feeling that Derek Jackson was. And then, fast forward several years, it all comes to light that he was cheating. But we knew, but we didn't have the proof.
Yeah.
That's vindication. So according to Google,
okay.
The action of clearing someone of blame or suspicion, proof that someone or something is right, reasonable, or justified. So he wanted vindication for his father and then also himself, Yeah. Because his dad died because he told Erwin the truth. And Erwin started telling that at school and everything like that. So I feel like Erwin felt guilty for his dad's death. And I think Erwin was smart enough and I guess pragmatic enough to realize that revenge wouldn't necessarily be for the benefit of humanity. He didn't care about revenge. He just wanted the truth. So he realized the best way to get to that truth was to rise through the ranks of Survey Corps, become the commander, and keep pushing forward.
I don't know how a man. I don't know. We gotta give shout out to the creator. Who's the name? Who created? You know the name of the person. Yo, shout out to him, yo, because I don't know how you believably convince people that know 110% they're gonna. There's not a chance they're gonna live, but you convince them 100%. Like, hey, we're gonna die, but I'm gonna spit game for y'all, and we're gonna be. That's gonna be worth it.
I didn't necessarily say it's worth it. Would he say that to your dead comrades? Would he say that all their deaths will remain? So he kind of flipped it on the people who were like, "Do we really have to do it? We're gonna die anyways." It was all worth it. He's like, "What he said about your best friend that died last week."
That's smart.
And they were like, "Well, no, I wouldn't say that about my best friend who died last week." And Erwin was like, "I bet if you wouldn't say that about them, let's not be disrespectful about this." You know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do so the future generations could keep moving forward. I don't know if that feature would work for me. I would probably try to climb the wall and be like, "Well, I'll see you when I see you."
Yeah.
But Erwin Smith, he was a man amongst men, and I don't know. You think Levi made the right decision?
No. In terms of what Levi knew, no, he made the bad decision. But in terms of what we know, I think he made the right decision. Because what Levi knew is like Levi knew Erwin in terms of like he's a man that says like, yo, we're gonna do this, and it's getting done. Now, there's probably gonna be some sacrifices to make that happen. I probably have to lie through my teeth and make people feel like they're going to live through this shit, but it's gonna get done. If I say objective, it's going to get done. That is Erwin. Armin is a bit different because Armin at that point in the story hasn't proven that like, yo, what? Hey, I'm gonna do this. Let's make it happen. He hasn't proven that. He has the potential to do that. So in terms of what Levi knew at the time, Erwin was a smart decision to bring back to life, right? But in terms of ambition, Armin's ambitions is more beneficial for society, the society of Paradise, versus Erwin's ambitions. To me, at least, and let me know if you disagree with it. Erwin's ambitions, his primary core ambition is the truth.
Hold on, I'm gonna open the door so my dog can
get
inside.
dog dads be like, yeah, you know, my son, you know, he's a little old. This video has been sponsored by My Pockets. It's not a company name, My Pockets. It's literally My Pockets has been sponsoring this video. The point I was bringing up about Erwin is that I feel like because his ambitions are, I need the truth. Once he gets the truth, that fire that made people call him the devil is going to burn out.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that's why Levi chose Armin at the end of the day. I think he felt kind of guilty for trying to bring Erwin back into the war that he fought for so long, as well as just he realized that Erwin, like, that was his driving force, and bring him back into this was just abusive in a way. I think he just kind of felt bad for it, homie. Like, Erwin was his best friend, the person he was like ride or die for. So he finally was able to die, and the last thing Levi said to Erwin was like, "Give up your dreams and go to hell with the troops." So, and bring him back to life would kind of been like, he'd been lying to him. You know what I'm saying? Erwin finally accepted his own death. He finally accepted he would not learn the truth.
At least in society, the idea of having an ambition or the idea of having a passion or a dream is kind of put on a pedestal, in terms of like, oh, pursue that. That's a thing. And because it just gives you direction, it feels like that's what you're supposed to be doing. It feels very purposeful. But in a sense, you are a slave to that ambition.
The later chapters of Attack on Titan kind of delves deeper into that. I'm trying to figure out how to discuss that without
how to navigate.
You should really read the manga. I don't know why you're not reading the manga.
Yo, the animation and the anime, it just hits hard, yo. It just hits harder.
Erwin, he done enough. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I honestly wish he was alive, but I think Armin is unfortunately the key to Well, I'm gonna put respect on Armin's name now.
Okay. Because yeah. He's smart. I'm not like.
Season 3, he took out the Colossal Titan, and he was the only collateral damage, and he survived. I think leaders are in some way like teachers. Your kindergarten teacher was essential for you when you were in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? But if you had that same kindergarten teacher in college, the lessons wouldn't really hit the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Similarly, if you had your college teacher in kindergarten telling you about, I don't know, computer science, when you're like, yo, I'm just trying to say ABC. Like, what does that even mean? That being said, I think Erwin was a good leader in his, time frame that he was leading.
Yeah.
I don't know how Erwin would have led in the season 4 reality. And knowing the reality that they've been killing other people this whole time and they're at war with the world. I don't know how season 4, how Erwin would led under those circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I don't know. Like, I like the guy. I feel like he should have been saved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just something about someone like Erwin's drive is so crazy to me. My guy lost his whole arm, and he said, "Keep moving forward." We don't know how he got out of that, but he said, "Keep moving forward." Like, you don't really see that.
And I would say the one thing about Erwin again that I really like is the fact that his ambition is so crazy that he doesn't even need to be the one to see the truth. Does that make sense?
I question that. Because his last thing he said to Levi, no. Before they went for an expedition, Erwin lost an arm, so Levi was like, "Oh my God, you should stay here," and he was like, "Nah, I'm good." And Levi was like, "You sure, man? Like, you are in a horrible condition." Erwin was like, "Nah, I'm good." Levi, I think you'd be beneficial if you stay here. We just bring the information back to you. And he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I need to be there." And Levi's like, "Yo, I will break your legs." And he's like, "I'd rather you not because I want to be there. And Levi's like, yo, you dead ass right now? Like, yo, if you stay here, that's better for society. Like, yo, because what if we all die? We still need you to lead the thing. And he's like, well, I hear what you're saying, but I'd rather be there. And he's like, so you care about the truth more than people? And he's like, yeah. And Levi was like, well, I guess I can't beat that. Erwin was so like destroyed at the end of it that he was like, okay, Levi, like I am so close to getting the truth right now. I could leave y'all, I could hop over the gate, I can figure out the truth, and I'll be happy dying like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was also like, yo, I feel kind of bad. Like I let a lot of people die to get me this far, and you know, if I do that, a lot more people will die like aimlessly. So Levi, please, what should I do? And Levi was like, yo man, screw your dreams and die. And that showed that Erwin, he, to the very end, he put truth or finding the truth out like number one priority. But saving humanity was like a close second.
A very close second. Yeah.